So this is the specimen of urinary bladder. So as you know, urinary bladder is the muscular reservoir of urine present in the anterior part of pelvic cavity behind the pubic symphysis. So we will discuss the external features now. So as you already know, the empty bladder is tetrahedral in shape, as in this specimen. As you can see, this is the tetrahedral empty urinary bladder. So this is the urinary bladder of males. So empty urinary bladder has apex which is directed anteriorly, base which is directed posteriorly. It has neck which is directed downwards. It has inferolateral surfaces, two right and left inferolateral surfaces divided by anterior border. It has superior surface and right and left lateral borders and the posterior border. So apex, base, we have neck, superior surface, inferolateral surfaces, anterior border, right and left lateral border and posterior borders. Now coming to the relations of urinary bladders. So apex of urinary bladder is connected to the umbilicus through this ligament. This is called median umbilical ligament. This is the remnant of embryonic urachus. So this is median umbilical ligament. So now coming to the superior surface. So in case of male, the superior surface is entirely covered by peritoneum and it is related to the sigmoid colon and the terminal coils of ileum. So peritoneum from the superior surface is reflected to the rectum and will form rectovesical pouch. In case of females, this peritoneum, the greater part of superior surface is covered by peritoneum except a small part which is near the posterior border. So peritoneum from the superior surface is reflected to the isthmus of uterus and will form uterovesical pouch. Now coming to the relations of base. In case of male, base, the upper part of base is separated from the rectum by rectovesical pouch and the lower part is related to the seminal vesicle. These are two right and left seminal vesicles, and medial to the seminal vesicles we have vas deferens. This is the ampulla of vas deferens. These are the ampulla of vas deferences. So these are the relations of base of urinary bladder in case of male. In females, the base is only related to the vagina and cervix of uterus. Vagina and uterine cervix. Now coming to the neck. The neck of urinary bladder in case of males is related to the prostate gland. This structure here is prostate gland. So neck is pierced by internal urethral orifice, which is the beginning of urethra, and it passes through this prostate gland. The urethra passes through this prostate gland. The part of urethra within the prostate gland is called prostatic urethra. As you can see the opening of prostatic urethra here, this is the opening of prostatic urethra. So in case of females, the neck is only related to the pelvic fascia. Now coming to the inferolateral surfaces. Each inferolateral surface is related anteriorly to the pubis, retropubic fat and puboprostatic ligaments in case of males, which are replaced by pubovesical ligaments in case of females. Also the inferolateral surfaces, they are related to the levator ani muscle and obturator internus muscle. So these were some relations, external features and relations of urinary bladder. Now coming to the interior of urinary bladder. So to show the interior, we have cut the outer wall of urinary bladder. So this is here the interior of urinary bladder. The greater part of mucosa is arranged in the form of irregular folds. These irregular folds are due to its loose attachment with underlying muscular coat. So as you can see, the greater part of mucosa is in the form of irregular folds. These irregular folds are due to its loose attachment with underlying muscular coat. Except a small triangular area which lies over the lower part of base. So this is the base of urinary bladder. As you can see here, this is the base. So over the lower part of base, there is a small triangular area where the mucosa is smooth because of its firm attachment with underlying muscular coat. So this small triangular area is called trigone. Trigone has apex which is directed downward and forward. It has base. The apex, at the apex, the internal urethral orifice is located. Internal urethral orifice is located. So at the superior lateral angles of trigone, you will find openings. So posterior lateral angles, at the posterior lateral angles of trigone, there is the opening of ureter. So right and left side we have openings of ureters. So these are the openings of ureters. Now the base of this trigone is formed by interureteric ridge. This interureteric ridge is produced by the continuation of inner longitudinal muscle of ureters, two ureters. This is the continuation of inner longitudinal muscle of two ureters. So this is all about the trigone. Also, just posterior to the opening of internal urethral orifice, there is a small elevation. As you can see here, this small elevation is called uvulae vesicae. This is produced by the median lobe of prostate. Median lobe of prostate. This is uvulae vesicae. So this is the interior of urinary bladder. Now, in case of full bladder, the shape of urinary bladder is ovoid and it has anterior surface which is formed by two inferior lateral surfaces. It has posterior surface which is formed by superior surface and base. Apex in case of full bladder is directed upwards towards the umbilicus and the neck is directed downwards. So full bladder is ovoid in shape. It has anterior surface, posterior surface, apex is directed upwards and neck is downwards. So these were the external and internal features of urinary bladder.